Hey, good morning. Hello, everybody. Sila here one more time with Kardec, okay? Today, a little bit different because we are having a little bit of a refurbishing here in the house. Just changed the floor, so there's furniture everywhere. So I'm sorry. Not the normal scenery behind me, but we're close, you can see. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm a little bit in the hurry. I was running late today, so I'm sorry. But here we are. And again, we're going to continue with our Gospel according to Spiritism by Allan Kardec. We're in chapter 8 now. We're going to talk about the pretty much blessed are the pure in heart. That's what chapter 8 is about. But we're going to, today, after reading all the do's and don'ts and all the trying to explain things from the Gospels, like sayings in parts we kind of don't get the spiritual side of it. Now we're going to receive the instructions from the spirits, actually. So I don't know if many of you know, but when this book was read, Episode Allan Kardec, Leon Denis, which was the proper name in this incarnation, he asked the questions to mediums, several different mediums in several different places, and the questions was the same for the Book of Spirits. So the Book of Spirits is all questions and answers from spirits. This one is more trying to explain the Bible. So it is answers. Everything comes from the spirits, but as are longer versions of explanation, more in depth. And every chapter has the debate, what they're talking about, and then has the explanation straight from the spirit. So let's start with that. I want to start, as always, with a prayer. So let's start with our prayer of today. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed by thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. All right, so without hesitating much, instructions from the spirits. Let the little children come unto me. Christ to say, let the little children come unto me. Profound in their simplicity, these words do not contain just a call to children, but also call to the souls who gravitate in the inferior regions where misfortune knows no hope. Jesus also called to the infantile intellectuality of the adult, to the weak, to those in slavery, to the depraved, and to the wicked. He could teach nothing to the physically infantile, still bound by matter and submitted to the yoke of instinct, as these had not yet reached the superior category of reason nor of free will, which is exercised around them and for their benefit. Jesus wanted mankind to deliver themselves to him with confidence, in the same way that tiny thoughts, with their special appeal, win over the hearts of women, who are all mothers. Then he could submit these souls to his tender and mysterious influence. He was the flame which brought light to the darkness, the dawnlight which announced the sunrise. He was the initiator of Spiritism, which should in its turn attract to him not the children, but the men of goodwill. Vigorous action has begun. It is no longer a question of instinctive belief and mechanical obedience. It is necessary for men to follow the intelligent law which shows its universality. Dearly beloved, the next time come in which we explained All fallacies will become truths. We shall teach the exact meaning of the parables and show the strong correlation exists between what was and what is not. In truth, I say unto you that these great spiritual manifestations will open up the horizon, and that this is the messenger which will shine resplendently as the sun upon the mountain top. John the Evangelist, Paris, 1863. So this message was sent by John the Evangelist in Paris in 1863 for the spirit of John. And I mean, quite clearly, is saying, do not lose hope. When they call for children, they don't talk about children, they talk about all the souls, all of us that are children into the eyes of Jesus and God. So we just keep doing what we're doing, but trying to make it better every day, I guess. Let the children come unto me, for I have the milk which will estrange the weak. Let all those who are feeble, in need of help and consolation unto me. Let the ignorant come unto me, so that I may enlighten them. Let us who suffer come unto me, together with the afflicted and the unfortunate. I will teach them the great remedy which will soften their ills, revealing unto them the secret that will cure their wounds. What is the supreme balsam, my friends, which possess such high virtue that it may be applied to all types of wounds suffered by the heart and heal them? It is love and charity. If you possess this divine flame that is to be afraid of, then every moment of your life you will say, Dear Father, I pray that your wish be done and not mine. If it be your pleasure to test me through pain and tribulations, blessed be it, because I know it is for my own good. It is pleased, if it pleases your Lord, have mercy on this weak creature, giving justifiable happiness to this heart, and blessed be it yet again. But do not allow divine love to lie sleeping in my soul. Make it rise up unceasingly and present itself at your feet as witness of my gratitude. If you have love, then you have the most desirable thing on earth. You possess a most precious pearl, which no occurrence nor malice of those who hate and persecute can take it away. If you have love, you will have placed your treasure where the worms and the rust cannot attack, having extinguished everything capable of defiling the pureness of your soul. Every day you will feel the diminishing weight of matter, and like a bird in the sky which no longer remembers the earth, will continually rise up without ceasing till your soul, full of exhilaration, fills itself with the elements of the true life in the bosom of the Lord. This was written by a protected spirit in Bordeaux, 1861. Now we're gonna continue. Blessed are those whose eyes are closed. My good friends, why did you call me? Was it because you wish that I put my hands upon your unhappy suffering that is present and cure her? Ah, was suffering, dear God, she has lost her sight, and darkness envelops her. Poor child, let her play and wait. I do not know how to perform miracles if God does not wish it. All the cures that I have been able to obtain that you have been informed about can only be attributed to He who is our Father. In your afflictions, always lift up your eyes to heaven and say from the bottom of your heart, Lord, cure me, but cause me sick, so to cure itself before you cure my body. Let me flesh be cast chastised. Chesed. Oh my God, I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Let my flesh be chastised, if this be necessary, so that my soul may rise up to your bosom with the same witnesses it possesses when you create it. After this prayer, my friend, may the good Lord always hear you. Then you will be given strength, courage, and perhaps also the cure for which you have asked in recompense for your abnegation. However, since I'm here in this assembly, which deals principally with study, I will tell you that those who are deprived of their sight should consider themselves blessed in their atonement. I would remind you that Christ said it was better to pluck out your eyes if you were evil, and that it was preferable to cast in it the fire rather than allow it to become the cause of your condemnation. Ah, how many there are in this world who one day, when they are in absolute darkness, will curse the time they saw the light. Oh, yes. How happy are those who thought atonement finds they have been stuck in their sight. Then their eyes will not be the cause of offense, nor are their downfall. They can live the full life of soul. They can see more than those who visit it clear. When God permits that He open the eyelids of some of these sad sufferers and restitute the light, then I thought to myself, dear soul, why do you not wish to know all the delights of the spirits who live by love and contemplation? Then we will not then you will not ask to see images that are less pure and gentle than those who simply touch your blindness. Oh, blessed in the blind person who wishes to live with God. More fortunate than you who are here at this moment. He feels happiness, it is tangible to him. He sees your soul of man and can rise up with them to the spiritual spheres where you can perceive that when even the predestined of the earth cannot manage to see. Our eyes, when open, are always ready to cause a downfall of the soul, whilst when shut, they are always ready to help us rise up to the direction of God. Believe me, my God and my God and dear friends, on many occasions blindness is the true light of the heart, whereas sight is frequently the angel of darkness which leads to that. And now a few words directed at you. My poor sufferer, wait and be of God faith. If you were to say, my child, your eyes will open, how jubilant you would feel. But now, but who knows if it is joy would not meet the cause of great loss. Have faith then in God, God Lord, who give us happiness and permit sadness. It will be everything for you that I'm permitted, but you on your side you must pray, and even more importantly, meditate to all that I have said. Before I leave, may all who are here gather together and receive my blessings. Viviane, Parish Christ in Ars, Paris, 1863. Okay, so this is a long one. I'll try to break down in a few parts. So he's talking first about the cure, the poor child asking for miracles. So when we talk about cure in spiritism nowadays, I'm going to talk about a little bit that I understand. We understand that God, all of us, we have a little essence of God. That's where we came from. We have a little bit of in ourselves, a little bit of everything. Everything is connected. Everything is energy. So inside us, we are here on this planet to pay for past mistakes or to learn, and that's why we are in this body, this matter. We live in the matter. Everything's matter. Everything's material. So we are here in this passage to learn. And when we ask for cure, we have the power to cure yourselves. I know it sounds cliche saying that, but we do. We just don't know how to assess that. But basically, he's saying, uh, you pray, but then you also have the strength to um, cure yourself, and then ask God after you do that for the cure, because you can cure yourself. And then he goes on saying that, however, if it's to cure of a blindness, he doesn't know if it's better to be blind to see, because when we are sleeping, for example, or is believed that our souls come out of our bodies, right? That when we sleep, we don't even remember. Sometimes we remember dreams, and sometimes it's not dreams. Sometimes we actually come out of our bodies or souls, and we went to the spiritual realms where we basically did work, help other spirits. We did other things with the more, hopefully, the higher up spirits. However, when we have our eyes open, when we are awake, the stuff we see takes us away from God, because things here on earth are not as pure, are not as, everything here is still in evolution. So we see a lot of bad things, we get a lot of bad influence. We have, so during daytime when our eyes is awake, open, the things we see, it kind of takes us away from God. However, when we sleep, it's much easier because we have a full conscience. We know where everything is happening, things that we don't know when we are here, because our brains cannot let us think through everything we know. And there we are closer to God. So it's almost like breathing. It's this balance of away from God, close to God, away from God, close to God in this life. But our job is to pretty much accept our lives the way it is and thanks God for what it is, because if our lives is a certain way, we are here because we need to pass through that life that way to learn how to do with whatever it is that we don't know, this mystery that there's a reason why it's this way. Doesn't mean we cannot improve ourselves, that we should not seek improvement in our financial situation or diseases or problems. We should, because that's part of the work we have to do. However, is what he's saying, for example, if you were blind, he's saying maybe you're better this way so you don't see things that's going to take you away from God when you awake. Physically see things. So I think it's hard to get to the point that he's trying to make, or maybe people has different interpretation, but this is my interpretation. So he's saying, blessed is the blind person who wishes to live with God, more fortunate than you who are here at this moment. He feels happiness, it is tangible to him. He sees the soul of man and can rise up with them to the spiritual spheres, where it can perceive what even the clandestine of the earth cannot manage to see. So see, that's what he's trying to bring to us. And because we're talking about children and about children in the sense of God's creation, us, He also say here, my children, your eyes will be open. But what he means by your eyes will be open, not the earth eyes, is the heaven eyes or the astral eyes or the spiritual eyes. When we depart this planet, when we go, or when we sleep and we are out of our bodies, our souls is free, and we can reconnect it with our true life, which is not this life we know here in this planet, and reconnect with God and the light and everything else. Oh, I don't know if it make more complicated, but I think I tried to explain. I hope somebody understand and somebody can be helped with a little bit of this word. But anyway, so we're done today. We finished chapter 8, which is great. So next week we do chapter 9. I hope everybody had a immense good day, good week. I will read a little prayer really quickly to finish today, and we're done. Back to work in the planet Earth. So let's go. We're gonna go this week with we're gonna go this week with the power of doing good to the planet and the people, our brothers and sisters, that we are here to help. We are here to help ourselves and to help others, doing charity and growing. We do what we can to the planet, and the planet does what it can back to us. This opportunity of being here in this school of life is to help us grow, to help us become closer to God and to salvation. Life is our salvation, and we should take not lightly, but we should every day improve ourselves and help improve others. Amen. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.